Welcome to week 3 of Advent Yoga. Our theme this week is gratitude. I was struck in talking with a friend this week about a practice she was encouraged to try at one time, which was just for one day to be thankful, grateful, offer a prayer of thanks, offer a thought of gratitude for every single thing all day long. Just one day, not the rest of your life, just one day. Starting with waking up in the morning and being thankful for your mattress, because there are people all over the world who don't have mattresses, for example. And so I wonder if we might be able to, throughout this practice today, cultivate a practice of gratitude just for the next 20 or 30 minutes. Being grateful, having thoughts of gratitude, maybe even if it's part of your tradition, offering a prayer of thanksgiving for every body part, muscle, bone that is holding us up, that is being strong, that's being called upon to work and to keep us steady and vertical in this practice. I wonder what that might help kind of massage and steep into our tissues if we are thinking thoughts of gratitude for our cells, for our blood, for our muscles and our bones, for everything that we are using and enjoying during our practice today. So let's find a comfortable seat. I'm on a cushion today. Maybe you have a pillow that you like, a throw pillow or a cushion from a sofa or something, something that helps get your hips higher than your knees to help yourself be able to have the full length of your spine, the full room in your chest and torso cavity, so that all of your precious, delicious organs for which we are grateful have room to enjoy the oxygen and blood flow that this practice will bring them. Find a comfortable seat. You could bring your hands to heart center. This is a posture of humility and gratitude. Or you might want to let your hands rest on your thighs or near your knees with your hands upturned, which is also a posture of gratitude, holding loosely the things that we've been given, noticing the things which we carry, perhaps lifting those up in thanksgiving. Take a few breaths. Allow yourself to settle into your body. Maybe letting your center of gravity kind of rest a little bit lower. Allowing the energy and movement and excitement perhaps that's been in your body to settle. Just like the snow globes that we might see this time of year, that then begin to settle after they've been shaken. Maybe you can imagine your body and your energy settling, becoming rooted, perhaps even bringing the clarity that happens in those snow globes, or maybe not. As we take these breaths together and dial into quietness, you may have noticed I just yawned. It's a sign of tiredness. It's also a sign of our nervous system switching into a rest and digest cycle. It's a way of feeling safe. And so often those responses can be activated when we're taking deep breaths, when we're seeking calm. It's a signal that the work that you're doing is paying off, that your body is noticing that it's safe now and moving to a rest and digest cycle. Let us be grateful for this time that we have together. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that you've invited me into your home and your time, into your space, to move through this practice with you, to guide you. Then as you're ready, bring yourself forward onto hands and knees. Your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. You can draw your belly in toward your spine. Notice the strength of your back here. May we be grateful for the strength of our spine. Let's give our spine a little bit of love, and on an inhale, drop your belly toward the floor. You can tilt your hips and your face up toward the sky, this cow posture. And then as you exhale, reverse the curve of your spine, bringing your chin toward your chest, tucking your pelvis under this cat pose. You might even want to let your head shake or loosen, move a little bit. And then on an inhale, come back into cow. We're moving super slow today in order to allow you to notice and have the opportunity to be thankful in whatever way you want to mark that. There might even be things that come up in your mind. Let's do a few barrel rolls. So I'm shifting my torso and my belly, kind of my whole midsection, up and to the left, down to the right. We're kind of rolling all around. We're loosening up the obliques, all of our core. Your hips might be getting into this too, your shoulders a little bit. So as I was saying, there might be things that come up. Let's reverse the direction we're going. In your mind, in your practice today. And I wonder if you might be able to make a practice of finding something about those thoughts or the subject of those thoughts, that situation, or some piece of that event, whatever it is that's in your mind, that you could be grateful for. For example, if you start thinking about your grocery list, maybe we can be grateful that we have sufficient food, or be grateful that in a less dramatic way that Costco is now, because it's winter, stocking my favorite tomato red pepper soup again, right? We can bring yourself back to center, that nice belly drawn in toward your spine, feeling the stability of this posture. So we can be grateful for things on all kinds of levels and in all kinds of ways. We're going to keep doing a little bit more stretching through our torso, creating more space, really focusing on nourishing our internal organs, being grateful for them today. So first we're going to do a little more side to side, just like we were. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Maybe you have your left arm toward the mat. You can have your feet. This is hero pose. It's just, I don't know, sitting on your heels. You can also have yourself in crisscross applesauce. You could even be on a cushion if that feels good to you. The point here will be to open up the side body. And notice any sensations or stretching as you're inhaling and exhaling. You might even bring the stretch into your neck, or not. You might even bring the stretch into your jaw. Inhale yourself back up to center. Let's open these arms a little, open the chest, maybe even let your head tilt back toward the sky any amount. You can hear in my voice the stretch that's happening in my neck, right? And as you come back up to center, bring your right hand down to the mat, left arm up to the sky, and opening any amount. My baby's been sick this week, and I am grateful for this time to be here stretching. I'm grateful for the accountability of it, that if I didn't have this video to record, I probably wouldn't be taking this time right now. But what a gift it is to my own body. And what a gift that I have a body that's able to be so comforting to my child. Part of the reason that I'm so stiff, is that I've been doing this basically, 20 hours a day the last 6 or 7 days. But how freeing it can be to reverse some of that work we've been doing. I'll bet many of you have been crouched over, working, reading, scrolling, driving, all those things that we do in our lives these days, which we've talked about in past weeks. I'm going to add a little bit of twisting in now. So let's just take a few breaths here. What do you notice about the sensations of your body right now? Excuse me. I'm feeling more lightness and kind of tingling energy throughout my body, but it also feels really settled and peaceful. Kind of sounds like an oxymoron or paradox, but isn't that all of what we live in, right? Inhale your arms up to the sky. And we're going to twist to the left. So bring your right arm forward, left arm back. And you might, this might be it. You can also press your right hand on your left knee. You can kind of open that left arm back. You can actively stretch and draw your whole body kind of in a circle around your spine. Inhale and exhale here. We're kind of stretching and squeezing those organs in our body as we're twisted. And as we inhale, we're putting more pressure on them, right? Bring yourself back to center. And in releasing all of that, bringing more space back into our organs as they squeeze, which is, like they're not doing that a lot. They're kind of able to get rid of, just like when we squeeze out a sponge, the old, tired cells, energy, blood. And as we open up, coming back to center, it's able to reoxygenate, fill with clean, new, energized resources. Inhale your arms up to the sky. And then we're going to go to the right. So exhale, and bring your left hand forward, maybe even to the outside of your right knee. Your right arm up at shoulder level if you'd like to. You could even have your hand in goalpost or cactus arms. This can be a really effective stretch to do on the back of a chair or in a doorway, to have something, or just on a wall. Let me show you. Coming back here, you can put your right arm on the wall at shoulder level or higher or lower. It just works different parts of your shoulder. And then start to turn your body away from your arm. And that'll open up on this side. Let's do it on the other side just for some equilibrium. Meet me back down on the mat. We're going to come to lying down. We're going to open up the hips a little bit, creating a little more space. I know we've done that a lot the last few weeks, but our pelvis and our hips hold so much for us. Let's bring your knees up toward the sky, your feet flat on the floor, your heels close to your hips, and then let your knees drop out to the right side. We just have our arms out in a T. You can just leave your legs here. If you'd like more of a stretch, you can bring your right foot on top of your left knee. You see how that really puts a lot more pressure on the outside of your left leg, which may or may not be a good thing for you. See what you find and you can adjust. One more inhale. Unwind yourself, coming back to center. And then as you're ready, drop both knees out to the left. And here also, you may want to bring your left knee over your your left foot over your right knee for a little more of a stretch. We're going to do a similar thing standing up in a moment. Take a few inhales and exhales here. As you're ready, roll yourself up. We're going to come up to standing and move into a balance pose called Eagle. So bring yourself to a comfortable standing position. Then bring your weight into your left leg. Bring your right foot around the front of your left leg. And maybe they stay right here. Or maybe you bend your knees and wrap your foot all the way around so that you're balancing on one foot. This itself is a great balance, right? If you want more, you can add that. We've got more still, friends. You can have your arms out to the sides in a T, or if you'd like to, put your left arm under your right and twist your arms. Bring your palms together. It might be that your arms do best this way with your palms, with the backs of your hands facing each other. And then if you want more of a challenge, you can start to sit yourself back. Keep some breathing going. And then as you're ready, open your arms and legs. It's called Eagle pose, partially because of the way that you can then fly your arms out in a sort of bird-like way. We'll prepare ourselves to do the other side. We'll reverse the which arm and which leg are on top. So drilling your right leg into the floor, your left leg comes around, may just hang out like this. You'll notice I kind of ended up that way. This time your right arm is under, left arm on top. Maybe you have the backs of your hands together. Maybe you have the fronts of your hands together. You can also bring your elbows up to shoulder level for a little more stretch and intensity. And maybe bring your foot, not happening for me today. Bring your foot around the back of your calf if you'd like. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Whew. And release. Beautiful. If you'd like to, you can lay out on your mat for our Shavasana meditation time, or if you'd like to be seated, you can do that instead. I'm going to sit today. It's a moment for us to notice all of the places in our bodies that we might be holding, clenching, and to let go of those. I'll lead us through a brief body scan meditation to help us release, and then we'll just be quiet for a few moments before we end our practice. So wherever you are, notice where your body is in contact with the earth. It might be the whole back of your body. It might be your seat. It might be parts of your legs. May we be grateful for the gravity of the earth that holds us to our island home in this universe with just the right amount of force. May we be grateful for our skin, which notices temperature changes, which protects our tender tissues, which helps us to regulate our body temperature, which gives us sensation, lets us know when someone is touching us or near. What a tool of connection our skin is. Let us bring awareness to our legs. Those big, strong muscles of our thighs and glutes that power our walking and mobility. Our unique knee joints, fragile but so beautifully complex. All of those tiny muscles and bones of our feet. Let's draw our attention up to our pelvis, which serves as that meeting point with the locomotion of our legs and the stability of the organs of our body. The way that the pelvis holds all of the vital organs of our body, holds them up. Let's move our attention up to our torso. All of those muscles that encase all of our organs. May we be grateful for our abdominal muscles, for our obliques, for the muscles of our back, for the intercostal muscles, those tiny little muscles between our ribs that help us to breathe. Let's draw our attention up to our collarbones. Those bones that from which our arms hang and our shoulders depend and connect us to our ribs, to the heart of our bodies. Those beautiful wavy bones of our collarbones. Let's draw our attention up to our neck, which holds up our head, which has inside of it our windpipe and our the nerves and the blood vessels and the spinal cord and the bones of our vertebrae. What an amazing, and our esophagus. What an amazing thing our neck is, all that it contains. Our voices. Let's draw our attention up to our jaw. I think the jaw muscle isn't that the strongest muscle in our body? I think I read that somewhere. If not, it's surely a very well-developed muscle needed for our eating, for our communication, for our breathing. And be grateful for our eyes and mouth and nose, our ears, all of the different senses that those facets of us oversee. All the ways that those precious organs and pieces of us allow us to interact with and be connected to the world. And finally, our scalp and our brain. What a mystical organ that is, and precious. If you're lying down, I invite you to bring movement to your body, your fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles, bringing movement to your arms and your legs. And then as you're ready, draw your knees toward your chest and roll to your favorite side. And then as you're ready to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat, all of us together here with our hands at heart center. Namaste means the divine in me recognizes that the divine is in you too. So I say namaste.